Good morning, everyone. So, today I am outside, so y'all might hear some cars and some birds chirping, but I'm outside on the patio. Um, I hope everyone is doing well on this Monday. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Tiff? Hey, Cussy, how you doing? I'm doing well. It's Monday. I can't complain. So I just want to let everyone know next week, Coffee and Cosmos will be moving to an earlier time on Monday because my schedule is shifting. So it will probably go maybe like 9:30. Yeah, Monday, right? Yeah, so it'll be 9:30 instead of 10:30 Central Standard Time. It'll be 9:30. Excuse me. So I hope y'all have y'all's coffee and your tea and your wake and bake or whatever it is that you need in order to get your life going. I hope you got it all. Um, so today we have a few things going on in the cosmos this week, but today we have Mercury is entering into um, Gemini. So Mercury is like going home. It's going to be comfortable and things are going to start speeding up, especially information and communication, and pay attention to how people are driving because Mercury and Gemini rules vehicles and short trips and your daily commute. Also, you might become more social with people in your environment. Good morning, Akila. All of those things. So yeah, just keep in mind, what's all that's happening with Mercury entering into Gemini. Right now, it is still at 29 degrees in the sign of Taurus. So we still have a little bit more time. It doesn't move into Gemini until about, let me see, it's later on this evening. It's like around 9 o'clock this evening, Central Standard Time, maybe even a little bit later. Like between 9 and 10 o'clock is when it moves into Gemini this evening. So right now Mercury is still in Taurus. Central Standard Time is still there and it won't move into the sign of Gemini until tonight. But yeah, so let's talk about it. Let's have a little chit chat about this Mercury energy and also what's happening today. I believe the sun is squaring. I think the sun is squaring the moon today. Yeah, it looks like the sun is squaring the moon. The sun in Taurus is making a square to the moon in Aquarius. So we might not be feeling all lovey-dovey and emotional. We might be having some really strong detachment vibes when it comes to our partnerships because the sun is in Taurus. So, just really wanting to do your own thing, be alone, have some me time. Good morning, Katrina. So that also is going on when at the same time that we have morning Chanel. It's going to be happening at the same time that we have this transit from Mercury into from Taurus into Gemini. So if y'all are just now joining, good morning, everyone. We were talking about the transit today. So we have Mercury shifting from Taurus, moving into Gemini. So it's going back home because Mercury rules Gemini. It's going back home, and that happens tonight between 9 and 10 o'clock this evening. Oh, yes. Okay, so no more Cash App, y'all, because someone hacked my Cash App, and I thank you for bringing that up, Akila. So I'll get back into the transit real quick. So someone hacked my Cash App, and I'm not here for it. Pluto is in retrograde, so it's bringing up all kinds of deceitful energies, including how people are scamming folks. So I don't know how, because I don't fall for the okie doke when it comes to people wanting access to your stuff. I just don't even subscribe to that. So I don't know how someone hacked my Cash App. So there's no more Cash App. It's okay. I ain't even tripping. It's okay. I do have Venmo still, and I have Zelle. If y'all have Zelle, So yeah, no more Cash App. So I'm gonna put that on here real quick. Yeah, I forgot to mention that because it was, no more Cash App. I'm done with them. I'm done with them. They no, they have seen the last of me. They have seen. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna get me. um, but yeah, I have my Venmo, and I will put Zelle. I will link. I think I have it by my email, so I will put my email up here for Zelle. Venmo is still the same. It's still Jasmine Dash Wilson, which is my government name. -1. But I also have a Venmo, a business Venmo that is at House of Chiron, I believe. I just got that one because I got rid of Cash App, so I'm gonna put that up here. But that is my Venmo, and then my Zelle. Zelle is my email is Gemini. Is it? It's this one. It's this. Zelle is this one. Yeah, because I'm like, y'all tripping. Or y'all can always hit the link in the bio and just buy me a coffee. Because, I can't do this without my coffee, y'all. So, yeah, I put all that up there. I have also where y'all can do a donation through, what's the thing called? PayPal. PayPal have a donation link on there too. So y'all can go to that link in my bio. So, yeah. Oh, Katrina, no more Cash App because somebody hacked it and I just refuse. Like, if they gonna hack me once, they can try and hack me again if I start a new one. I just don't have the time. I ain't got time for people. So, yeah, that's where we at with this. But getting back into this astrology, though, right now, we have Mercury is still at 29 degrees in Taurus. It moves into Gemini this evening between 9 and 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So, this is going to be an extended transit because Mercury is going to go retrograde at the end of the month in the sign of Gemini. So, hey, Monty. Hey. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Communication is going to start speeding up. People are going to start driving fast on the highway. You're going to feel more social because not only that, we have at the end of the week on the 8th, we have Venus moving into Gemini. So more flirtatious, more sociable, wanting to mingle more. And I mean, it's perfect for the season. The weather's starting to be nice and all that good stuff. So you're going to want to get out and enjoy that. You might even find interest in like learning something new, picking up a new trade or a new skill, reading more, all of those things during this whole little transit. So we have Venus and we have Mercury this week. Venus and Mercury moving into Gemini this week. Also today we have the sun making a square to the moon right now at 13 degrees. So the moon is in Aquarius, sun is in Taurus, so this is kind of like feeling detachment now, mostly in our partnerships because of that Taurus energy. Taurus is about partnerships. It's also about like your senses. So you might just really have some loner vibes, wanting to kind of like be distant, but it's not necessarily in a negative sense. It's more so like just wanting that space. Everybody needs a space every now and then. So it could also be like where you just need space, depending on your own personal situation. It could be that too. But a lot of it is going to be where just emotional detachment. Moon in Aquarius is kind of like more so focused on that self energy than, the embracing the lovey-dovey-ness of the, moon is more emotional. Also just kind of finding your sense of security within the company of your friendships, also connecting and networking, other things like that, because moon in Aquarius rules friendships, networking, large organizations, things like that. So keep that in mind. Also, I am outside today, so y'all might hear cars and y'all might hear birds and all that. So I'm out on the patio. It's nice, feels nice. I'm gonna be out here. But anywho, So, does anybody have anything to say about these Gemini vibes that we have that we embracing this week? Anybody? Do y'all have y'all's coffee, your tea, your wake and bake, whatever it is that you use to get up in the morning? Yeah. Well, um, you don't, Monty? You got your iCal filled already with outings. I'm telling you, it's about to be lit, Katrina, okay? I need less Gemini vibes. No offense to Geminis. Our Gemini's going to have a lot going on then. It's very possible, mostly when you, especially when we get into Gemini season, because the solar return, you're just going to be feeling yourself. It's going to be a lot of focus on you. But it also depends on your individual chart. So say for instance, I'll give mine as an example. I have a Taurus rising, so all this energy in Taurus has been in my first house, so it's been highlighting, the first house is the house of the body. It's been highlighting the body. It's been highlighting me more, focus on that self-image kind of thing. And then once everything moves into my second house, because I have Gemini in my second house, my sun is there, and I have a Mercury return also. I have my sun conjunct Mercury in Gemini. That's going to bring in a lot of information for me, a lot of highlight on who it is I am, my personality, my focus, also like creative self-expression. Then I have that Mercury return, so that's going to give me a different perception about my values, because it's in my second house, about things that I value, maybe different communication about my partnerships or about money, finances, really start making plans about finances, things of that nature. So it really depends on your chart. It depends on where that Gemini energy sits in your chart. But the sun sign is very, it's not the primary that people should focus on, because it's really the rising, because the rising is your outward projection to the world, and it also maps out the course of your life, like things that are happening at certain times. So I really like to go by the rising, and since I have a Taurus rising, I really resonate with the Taurus readings more, because it really maps out and talks about where the transits are happening in my current life and in my chart. So but for the most part, when the sun does like return and have a conjunction to your natal sun, if it's in Gemini, or any time like a solar return comes back, it kind of is the highlight or the start of a new solar year. So yeah, I hope I explained that well enough for you, Tiff. Yes, come on, better communication and flirtiness. Chanel says, I'm excited for it. I love the Gemini vibes. Well, Makila says, come on with securities and knowing that I'm popping. I do have a lot going on, and it's getting me to my secure place. That's beautiful. Katrina, my other Gemini twin, these few months are always crazy. Multitasking for me too. Yeah. So I have a little Gemini kid. So his birthday is coming up at the end of this month, and then my birthday is in June, and then I have a Leo, so his birthday is in July, and then my nephew son is what I like to call him, his birthday is in August. So the summer is always busy, but now it starts for me in the spring, because actually it's all year round now, so it's just always busy for me. I have 4 kids, and they all have birthdays at different times, so it's just always busy nowadays. So it is what it is. But it used to be where the summer and the spring was like really, really busy for me. Still is. Okay. Chanel says, plus it's my 11th house, so I'm curious to see what's happening there. Ooh, I know, because I'm in your 11th house, because I'm your friend. I'm so ridiculous. Okay, so maybe lots of fun. Yep. How do you know your rising sign? Ooh, okay, so I would invite you to go to astro.com. You would need your date of birth, the location you were born, and the time, the exact time you were born, and it will give you all of your information. If you need help, just hit me up in my inbox. I got you. Okay, Cussy, I got you. Okay, so Akila says, oh snap, thanks for that knowledge. Of course. It's me, 12th house and boy. Okay, Tiff said that makes sense. Sun, moon, rising, Mercury is a place to start. You're welcome. Chanel said that's what I'm hoping for. Sure, Monty. We talked about going to New Orleans, so I see that happening. Yes! I've never been to New Orleans. Well, no, I don't say that. I went to New Orleans once, but it was for a dance gig. I had to go dance. And I didn't get a chance to explore because I was working. So, yeah. I never really been to New Orleans, but I would love to go to New Orleans. Okay, and then Katrina says, me too, and my mother-in-law, and I have 4 friends with the same birthday as me. Yeah, and then you got me. I'm right before. It is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, I want you to go to New Orleans, Chanel. That would be dope. Make sure that you visit House of Hoodoo and bring back some trinkets, please. I'm just throwing that out there. I'll send you some dinero if I must, but I'm throwing it out there. Anywho, so let's get into these readings. So I won't be able to see if you Venmo me or Zelle me because I don't have those notifications yet. I haven't set it up. Don't judge me, y'all. Look, I'm procrastinator, last minute type person. Come with us, girl. You ain't got no job. I do. This is my job. Do it with you vibes tour. That would be dope. That would be dope. Maybe that could be like a birthday thing. Who knows? We'll see. We'll plan it. So anywho, y'all gonna have to tell me when y'all want the dice to be rolled on here because I can't see when you donate because I don't have the notification set up. So go ahead and just put a me on there. Okay, Chanel says I do. Okay, Chanel's first. Okay, so Chanel, you have the North Node in Cancer in your 11th house. North Node in Cancer in 11th house. So this is more so about that destined purpose, that focus on the direction that you're going when it comes to your friendships, your networking. This is your vision, your long-term goals. Finding that sense of security. That's very interesting. Yes. Finding that sense of security and safety within those relationships, and also the relationships that you have with where it is that you're going, your vision. So, and oh yeah, me and Rocky. Yeah, so I got you. Yeah, just that North Node Cancer in the 11th house. So if it's in Cancer, then that means that the South Node is in Capricorn. So it could be a release of kind of like rigid or cold, or even like the structure. Maybe there's something that's oppressive there that needs to be released, and it is in the 5th house because that would be the opposite of the 11th house. So, and you know this. So that South Node, Capricorn in the 5th, and more so a focus on the North Node in the 11th in Cancer. That is a lot to do with that sense of security, like that influence that you have. Also, it could be you building an influence, networking. So, yeah. Also, 5th house is like children too. So, maybe this has something to do with the baby, with my little homie. Maybe it's just like kind of like a free-flowing day. Thank you, Cussy. I appreciate you. Yeah, so let me know what you think about that. Let me know how you feel about that, Chanel. Okay, so next is Aquila. Okay, so, interesting. Okay, this is interesting. You have the South Node in Cancer in the 6th house. Okay, so South Node in Cancer. So there is something that needs to be, maybe some like indulgent very like the comfy vibes that you have in like your daily routine and your health, that kind of thing. Maybe there needs to be less focus on that and more focus on going after the spiritual flow of things, because sixth house opposite of that is the 12th. So tapping more into that Piscean 12th house energy. But you have Cancer there, so this is also about like that influence. This is your security. So maybe you are getting comfortable in your day-to-day routines. You're finding that comfort in your daily routines, your schedule. Maybe you are really defining a schedule, and now that you're getting comfortable with it, it's like now it's time to implement that, implement the spirituality into that as well, the spiritual flow of things. With the South Node being there, it's in the sixth house. It's like not to be so rigid, right? Because South Node is like a release of the sixth house energy. Is like, don't focus so much on the structure of things. Don't focus on being so hypercritical of it. Tap into the comforts of it. Be cool with the comforts of your daily routines, but also don't forget that you have the spiritual flow, the spiritual purpose that you're supposed to be going after, that North Node in the 12th house, right? And that's going to be in Capricorn. So having the structure, having the discipline in the spirit. Oh, that's a whole word. Okay. Let me know what you think. Okay, now Imani. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Yeah, Originus in all the 5th house realm. I'm feeling more comfortable in where I'm going, especially after yesterday. Yes, I feel you. Okay, yes, I feel you. Starting to reestablish that routine, and yep, getting comfortable and flowing and whatever that meditation time looks like. Dope, Aquila. Got it. All right, so next was Imani. All right, Imani. All right, you have Pluto and Taurus in the 1st house. So there's a transformation that's happening within the values, how you value yourself. Also just feeling good about yourself, pleasuring yourself, tapping into those things that are going, it's like that self-image is the 1st house, right? So that self-image is the body. It's about you. It's about who it is that you are. So, and also about what you want, because, you know, Taurus is about things that make you feel good. It's your pleasures. And it's also about your material possessions too. And when you have Pluto there, Pluto's like transforming these things, allowing the power struggles or the need to control, allowing that to just completely either die or maybe even rebirthing, because Pluto is like the death and the rebirth. So maybe you are rebirthing something in you know, how you feel, how you value yourself, bringing something back from the dead. Is kind of like the Phoenix rising energy, but it's in that Taurus vibe, the pleasures, those things. So I can see this. You know, also, you know, Pluto rules several different things, so it could also be that being very deeply passionate about the things that bring you pleasure, right? And it's all about you, my dear. It's about you. Okay, so I did Aquila, I did Imani. Okay, Katrina's next, and then Cussy, and then Tiffany. All right. Katrina, Cussy, and Tiffany. All right. Katrina. Okay, Katrina. You also have Pluto. Pluto in Aries in your 12th house. So you're going through a spiritual transformation. It could even be like a spiritual awakening in a sense, but more so something is dying off that's in your subconscious that you probably aren't even aware of. Pay attention to your dreams right now, because something is being initiated. There's like an activation that's happening. Have you been having dreams, like really vivid dreams? Pay attention to your dreams, because it's leading you somewhere with the Aries energy. Also, the 12th house is the house of creativity. So there is something that is transforming in you that is tapping into that creative side of yourself. Um, 12th house is also, are you going to be traveling somewhere soon? Because that could be, maybe you're initiating like a travel thing also. And you know, Pluto and Aries in the 12th house is very passionate energy as well. So, and I'm trying to be nice about it, Katrina. That's very passionate energy. So tap into that maybe. Tap into it a little bit more. A little tap. Just saying. My Gemini twin sister. Yeah, that Pluto in the 12th is like a real transformation in the subconscious. Like, something is changing or something is completely being removed. Like a rebirth. Yeah. Let me know what you think. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you, Monty. Yeah, you really be knowing and second guessing yourself. Yeah, it's all about that trust in yourself and that confidence. Like, you got this, Akila. You got this. I did roll something in the first house last week for you, Imani. Yes, you may have a role, AJ, or is it Age the Divine? Yes, I will give you a role. Hey, Alicia. Oh, you're going to Vegas and in July. Yep. Yeah, oh, that's right. I forgot you had surgery. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes, on the crafting, I have some things coming. I know it. You always got something coming. Yes, honey. Okay, so I said Katrina, then I said Cussy, and then I said Tiffany. Okay, so now it's Cussy. And thank y'all once again for being here on this beautiful Monday morning. Just a little reminder again, next week we are going to be shifting the time for Coffee and Cosmos to an earlier time. So we're going to be going in at 9:30 Central Standard Time starting next Monday. So no more 10:30, 10:45, 11 o'clock, because y'all know I'm not a really morning person, but I must change as life changes. I must shift with it. So I'm doing my part, y'all, okay? I'm trying. Don't judge me. Okay, hold on. This is for Cussy. Yes. That one just rolled. It just did its own thing. Let me see where you at. Okay, so you have, okay, North Node in Aquarius in the 5th house. Finding your autonomy within fun. Also your autonomy within romantic partnerships, romantic relationships. Like, what is your self, like your creative self-expression? Tapping into that soul purpose. More focused on that. Releasing what everyone else is telling you that it looks like, right? So it's like a release of that 11th house opinion from the friendships or focusing on other people. This is about you. You know, 5th house is ruled by Leo. And so people say Leos are very like cocky or whatever, but it's not necessarily that they're cocky or that they need attention. It's just that we pay attention to Leos because they, you know, stomp around here like they rule stuff because, you know, it's the sun. They rule by the sun. So it's more so about you being the ruler of your own self, your own idea, your own self-expression, your own sense of fun, sense of joy. This is also maybe you teaching something. If you have children, maybe it could be finding a new way to teach the children as well. Something like that. Technology is ruled by Aquarius too, so that could be something. Finding fun ways when it comes to that. Also, this is, but what I'm really getting more so is like the autonomy within your romantic relationships, also within your sense of joy, your sense of fun. That's that 5th house, your hobbies, tapping back into those things that once brought you joy that you kind of like forgot about, or you kind of put them to the side to take care of other things. It's like, bring that back. Bring that back. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let me know if that resonates, Cussy. Come on over to the early morning, boo. Whatever, girl. Yes, I got you. I got you, Alicia. Okay, so next is Tiffany. have Mars in Gemini in the 8th house. So you are either looking to eliminate how you relate yourself to like having debt. Also, the 8th house could be intimate partnerships. So how you relate within your intimate partnerships. This could be shared resources that you have with a partner or in business. But just really initiating something, maybe making like a contract, or whether it's like a physical document or just an internal contract on how you are going to relate within this intimate partnership or within intimate partnerships. It could even be like making a contract with yourself. Like if you're single and you're saying, hey, this is what I want, this is what I want to experience. This is literally making like a contract, like saying, hey, I will not experience anything else other than this in this realm of my life or this area of my life. So that could be a thing. Also with Mars in Gemini, if you're not in a relationship, it could be that you're going to meet someone, some masculine energy coming through, or you could just really start dating and communicating more, because that Gemini energy is all about being social. 8th house is intimate relationships. It's also just intimacy, period. And then it could be really tapping into like the occult things. It could be tarot, it could be divination practices, astrology, it could be all this kind of stuff. So just really taking the time to initiate something new within that, or just a new way of perceiving these things, like you're getting a whole new perception about this area of life. Also, this could be an indication of you making a plan to eliminate debt. It's 11/11, by the way, y'all. It could be a plan for you to make debt. So maybe that's what it is. It's 11/11, and that could be confirming. Because 8th house is debt. It's also an inheritance. It's also karma. So how are you going to release all of those things? Like coming up with the plan. That's that Gemini energy. And Gemini is all about making a plan, coming up with the ideas, creating something that you can actually go by doing. And yeah, and with Mercury moving into Gemini this evening, like you're going to get that clarity, especially when the sun comes into a conjunction with Mercury in Gemini during the retrograde period. Then most definitely you're going to get some like clarity. Something's going to come up to where it's like, oh, okay, I figured out a way, or something's going to come through for you over the next 4 weeks or so, like that. It's going to give you better insight. Yeah, that's what I got. Let me know, Tiff, if that resonates. Let's see. You want to start? Oh, wow. Let's see. Helping my 7-year-old to code. That's going to be so dope. And also focusing on your sewing business, which is your joy. That's amazing. Okay, Tiff says she wants to start her business. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Making that plan. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Gemini rules small business. So, and in the 8th house, like I said before, is shared resources. So that is not necessarily sharing a resource with the partner, but it also could be goods and services. Like what I'm doing here. I'm doing a service and y'all are providing me an exchange, right? Like it's the money that you receive from working for people, like from an employer. So is that thing. Oh, that makes sense too. Initiate that. So maybe start making your plan. I would not initiate anything during the time of Mercury retrograde at the end of this month. I would be making my plans right now because Mercury enters its shadow phase on the 14th. Yeah, I would wait. Make the plans. Use this month to make plans. Initiate after June 22nd if you need to initiate, or actually like say, hey, launching this. I wouldn't launch anything to after June 22nd. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so who was next? Let's see. I have Age the Divine is next, and then I have, let's see. Age the Divine. Trying to get a list. And then Alicia. Okay, let's go. I'm just going to call you Divine. Okay, this is for Divine. Okay. North Node in Cancer in the 5th house. All right. So this is a focus on your feeling secure in the way you express yourself. This is all about your creative self-expression. Also, maybe you need to create something, some kind of creative pursuit. Are you like maybe you're into like arts, crafts? It could be poetry, it could be cinema. You might even be something like that. But like Cancer is all about that feminine energy, but also your influence. So this could be your influence that you have on your children, because that's 5th house also. Really focus on providing that sense of security to the children, to the home, but also maybe even your inner child. Maybe there's some healing that needs to happen, and then there needs to be more so like a focus on creating your own way of doing these things, because opposite of that is that 11th house energy, that what I like to call the weirdo energy in the best way. So that's that 11th house Aquarius vibe. So it's the opposite of that. So just finding your own way to tap into that. Like, what makes you within your joy, your hobbies, how you interact with your children, if you have any children, or even like tapping back into those things that brought you joy as a child. The North Node is there to remind you to never lose focus of that. And then if you do have children, you can actually use all these things all together. So tapping back into that for yourself helps you to bring that same aspect to how you interact with your children, and providing them that sense of security as well. Okay. Yeah, and if it's you creating, like, if it's arts, if it's like if you do like short films, movies, if it's painting, if it's poetry, if it's all that, this is an invitation to let you know that be confident in your comforts. Like, you're comfortable in this space. This is what brings you joy. Be confident in that. 5th house is about confidence. It's about courageousness. Tap into being courageous to pursue this, to express yourself however you feel. Somebody gonna like it. You have a message for somebody. So yeah, let me know if that resonates. I think that's all that I had. Nobody else wanted one. Yeah. Oh no, I said Alicia. All right, Alicia. You dance right, sing so many creative things. See? I know an artist when I see one, because we be sensitive about our shit. And that's Cancer for real. Oh God, that's funny. All right, yeah, stick with it. Just stick with it. Okay, Alicia, this is for you. All right. Ooh, you have Pluto and Aries in your 1st house, so it's a time for you to transform you. And it's more so like a rebirthing of yourself. Allow yourself to be reborn. Hold on. I live right across the street from a hospital, y'all, okay? So bear with me. Okay, so Alicia, I'm gonna take that siren going off. That was for you, okay? Because it says allow yourself to be reborn. Okay, Alicia, like, allow. Okay, Aries is about that confidence, and it's also about some of that coming for you. You silly. It's also about not only the confidence, but just about the individuality, right? The individual, who it is that you are as an individual. And then you have Pluto there that's like bringing this transformation, bringing a transformative energy. And it's like, it's death and rebirth. Something is gone. You have evolved. Something is dead. You can allow something that once was dead, maybe in your perceptions, especially with Mercury moving into Gemini, maybe within your perceptions, a part of you thought was dead, and you need to allow that to come back to life. you know, resuscitate that shit and tap into being that individual, tap into being who it is that you are. So that it's more so like, so you can have like that passion about who it is that you're showing up as. Also, how do you feel about, are you dancing still? I don't know, that just came up. Have you been thinking about getting back into dancing? That came up for me. I don't know. So this is a lot about the focus on yourself, the individual. Yeah. So Alicia. Yeah, that's exactly what Pluto is. That shifting yourself. Yeah, this is exactly what that is. Like transforming. And Pluto is in retrograde right now, and so it's bringing up all these things that we didn't know about ourselves, these things that we didn't know about people, these things that we were not aware of. It's bringing them all to the surface so that way we can shift and make changes how we see fit. Like, you've been thinking about doing pole dancing. Well, look, I'm here for it. You just call me. I will be there. You know, Minx and Muse is not too far. I'm just saying. I had to plug her real quick. But yeah, this is all about, it's like bringing things up to the surface, right? So we can see if we want to keep that, if we want to evolve that, if we want to completely release it. Pluto retrograde is going to be here for the next 5 months. So I think that's until October 11th is when it shifts out of it goes back direct. So we got some time. You want to get a pole, we can do virtual. Yes, bands will make her dance. I'm not gonna play with y'all. It's too early. Okay. It's never too early. Okay, so somebody said, can I have a role? Let me see. Let me go back and look. You can call me Lay. All right. What's good, Lay? I hope I'm saying that right, or unless it's LA. All right. What we doing? Where we at? All right, we have, okay, the moon in Libra in the 4th house. So this is about you finding that balance within the home, within your sense of security and safety. It could be financial security, or just building a home, or developing some type of structure or balance within the home. Also could be balancing that feminine energy as well. Thanks for the affirmation. That was spot on. Of course. You're welcome. Yeah. I would most definitely say this is about finding balance within the home. This is, if it's not finding balance within the home, this is balancing your need for security, to feel safe, you know, to, hey, Kwani. This is like a need to really just feel like comfortable, that comfort zone, like the 4th house energy, the moon energy. The moon rules the 4th house. So this is all about comforts. What brings you comfort? And balance is what brings you comfort. You need balance. You need things to be fair and just. And so implementing that in the home. Opposite of this is the 10th house. So maybe there's a lot of things going on with work, or something is going on with work where you feel strained. So it could be that as well, but it's literally about some type of comfort within the home. It could be mother energy. Maybe you're going to, I don't know if you're interested in children, or getting pregnant, or something about children. Maybe that could be a focus, or it could be a focus on you wanting to like solidify a partnership, and that will bring you security, because Libra rules marriage. So it could be that. It could be relationship, or it just could be like internal security and safety, and just having that balance that will influence that as well. You let me know if that resonates. Yes. You got to go. Okay, Monty. Yes, have a sunshiny day. Yes. Okay, but if no one else wants one, I'm going to roll for myself, and then we're going to go out with the singing bowl. Sun and Aries in my 12th house. So should I be confident about who it is that I am with my creativity, or who it is that I am within my spirituality? Morning, Scout. This also could be an invitation to just focus on that. Focus on maybe my dreams, because I had some really wild dreams last night. Yay! Thank you, Scout. You're moving soon and looking to buy your first home for you and your daughter. Ah, yep. Well, there you go. You have your confirmation. Yay, thank you. You can call me LA. That's amazing. Okay, so for me, Sun in Aries, my individual self in my 12th house. You know, it's the hardest thing for a reader to read themselves, or at least it is for me. That's why every reader should have a reader, okay? Just like every therapist should have a therapist. Just saying. So with it being in Aries, it's about my individual self, and I have Aries in my 12th house. So initiating that fire, like that spirit, could be. And then with the sun being there, sun is also like confidence and courage and focus, your creative self-expression. That could be this, what I'm doing right here. That could be all of this. So, yeah. But on the other end, what I'm looking at is Mercury and Gemini in the 7th house. So that's what's showing to me, and not on top, but what's showing to me is Mercury and Gemini in the 7th house. So, all right, I hear that also. So, yeah. I think that is it, y'all. I'm done. I'm going to close us out with these singing bowls. If everybody can take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for 3 seconds, and release out the mouth. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful Monday and a wonderful week ahead. I will see y'all very, very soon. Remember, next week, Monday, 9:30. And also, no more Cash App, because they tried me. They tried a gangster. I'm a thug and I don't play that. So no. So, y'all have a wonderful week. Bye.